Good morning, guys. This is the first in the series of our new YouTube channel that London Trading Group are launching. So I'm just going to go through the markets briefly with you. This is what the format's going to be for every morning. So around 7 o'clock, there's going to be a 5 to 7 minute video released about the trades that we're looking at for the day, along with some other ideas and some other useful information about us. So starting off with euro dollar, again we saw that rejection through 108, failed again, sort of 107.80. So we've had that bounce once more, so we're now back at the bottom of that range, and euro dollar is actually on the hourly now made this high low. So we're now looking to take this higher, and my target would be through 108.30. I'd be looking to target 108.70. That's my idea with euro dollar. Potentially, I think we see a bit of euro strength today. Yes, it did make a daily lower high, but we have now failed at the low. So unless this now closes through 108, I think this is now a buy. We're just at the bottom of that range again. But through there, I'd certainly be looking to sell it. Should we aggressively close through there, because then obviously the move is clear down to sort of 106.50. So that's my idea with euro, and as such, I think we can set up a few with using the euro as a strong or a weak pair, depending on what it does against the dollar. Cable, another interesting one. So again, we had this indecision buy yesterday. We have gone back up and tested the ATMA that it was holding nicely on the daily. And as such, now I expect this to continue its sell-off. I could set up for both. I could either play a box breakout on a 15, so I could play through 147, or I could wait for this past market angle I've got on this 60-minute chart to break. And as such, these would both initiate my sell signals, and I'd be looking for a target of 146.35 for today. Is what I'd be looking for cable, should that sell off, and then I think you see pound weakness across the board. So although I'm not looking at pound yen for other reasons, I think that would be a good sell should cable sell off, because that's been very aggressive and there's been a lot of selling in that one too. So dollar yen, another interesting one. I've had that really low test again yesterday, failed down at here at the support at 118.80, level that held really nicely, and as such this bounce occurred. It was also a D on the 60-minute fib, so I'd be looking for this to trade back up to maybe 119.80 before it then sold off again. But at the moment, I see this as a kind of key level, and as such, I'd expect there'd be some buying pressure to happen here. However, what I'd prefer would be for another day for it to close down at this support and fail again. You get an indecision bar maybe tomorrow, and then that's then the perfect buying opportunity on Thursday. I think this spike lower it's not often that you get this spike lower and then a huge bar today, so that's what I'd be looking for. Maybe just a holding bar today. The trade for me was from 118.80 back up to sort of 119.80, because that was the D fade, so a trade that we use here at London Trading Group, but one that I didn't take because it happened overnight. So that's an interesting one, dollar yen, and as such I'm going to play yen strength or weakness against some other currencies today, should I get the setups. Dollar CAD, another really interesting one. Obviously everything that's happening in Saudi Arabia at the moment has caused oil to bounce, and as such dollar CAD has kind of bounced too, so in negatively. So you've had a dollar CAD sell-off, well, starting a kind of indecision, I'd say, not a sell-off, and as such dollar CAD for me is still a buy, so I expect it to go and take on 140 again. This time it's kind of had if we make this nice lower high again, high low sorry, on the hourly for dollar CAD, I think it goes on to take on 140. I had this past market angle in, which was holding really nicely in previous moves, excuse me, so that would be what I'd be looking for. It's held again nicely on it. I've had this catch up of the EMA, which is holding nicely when it trends, which is the 80. And as such now I'd potentially be looking to buy this, and therefore this brings into the Canadian dollar weakness into the equation, which could be useful for other trades. But certainly I think 140 has to be your first target. It failed yesterday at 139.82, so target somewhere around there would be a good one should you be able to get in early. But other than that, beware of this. Yes, it is making high lows, but if it then goes on to make a lower high, then maybe the trend's changing, and maybe see it then trade back down to the bottom of its range at 138, which I think is actually quite possible. Okay, so playing euros maybe. So euro yen. Euro yen is one of my favourite ones today. I like it through 129.45 to target 130.25. I think that makes sense. It's a D fade back up to the 38. So again, I'll be playing that, and I could play this nice high-low again. That's going to happen hopefully on the 15-minute, and I'll be looking to trade that up to 130.25. So that would be my trade for today. Obviously I'd be looking for lots of areas of potential sellers to step in before that level, so maybe I'd close my position early, but that ultimately would be my final target for euro yen. So if we just change that one as well, you can see we've bounced nicely off this level of, I had this as a monthly level of support down here, which it then hit, and we've subsequently rejected and bounced. So maybe the only way I'd be buying this if we had a close through 129.45, but obviously if we have continued yen strength, then hopefully my trigger will not be signaled, and I will not be in that trade anyway. Okay, next, CAD yen. CAD yen's another good one. I like that one for today as well. So should we see the Canadian dollar rally back up to 140, this is going to sell off, and I think this one's actually closed below. So we then could see this trade down to 85, which I think is a really good target, and I'd be looking to take that down there. 84.80 is actually my final target. So should we get a nice roll over here, so if we get a bit of indecision, we make this lower high on a 15, I'll be looking to take potentially an initial position, and then through my low or through my line here that I've got in, I'd be looking to sell some more. So that'd be my idea with CAD yen. Moving on to Aussie yen, my target for Aussie yen's 85. So I'm looking for the short side of this as well. The only thing with this I have is I've got a good daily level, a good daily trend line in that rejected yesterday, and also a good level of support down at 85.28. So should Aussie show significant weakness, this will sell off as well. I think actually this goes sideways. You might have a little bit of a rally in Aussie yen, but my actual target in terms of the way that the fibs are directing me is down to 85, and I think that's a good target. Whether it happens today, I don't know. I think it needs maybe another attack on this trend line, but we could see that trade down there today, and I'm going to set up for that one regardless of what I think about this chart. So there is like a flash through setup for today. There's lots of other setups that we have here, contributions from the other traders. We actually offer a live virtual trading floor, so if you wanted to log on to www.londontradinggroup.com, follow the link for the live floor. We have got a free trial for that at the moment, so if you wanted to log on and see what we're doing, we're on there from 7 till 10 and 1 till 4 every day. So join us there, and you can see how we're looking at the markets, ask as many questions as you like, and see how we're trading from the live fund here. So I hope that was useful, and good luck trading.